In one of my early videos, I spoke about the possibility, although not likelihood, that maybe one of the seeds within Natsu may have to be removed to avoid diffusing, which is what is currently causing Natsu to die. So very recently, I just had a thought, which I kinda made into a theory, but I will say this, it's flawed. Like, I just came up with this on the fly, but I figured hell, why not, it'll work somehow. Okay. So the theory that I want to address involved the removal of the demon seed in particular, and although it's a very broken idea in itself, what if, upon removing the ethereal energy source in Natsu, would actually not kill him, but instead after it's out of his body, E.N.D actually grows out of nothing, or well, it grows out of this energy that E.N.D refers to as a seed. So of course, this is where shit gets crazy, but consider it. This would mean that E.N.D plays a huge part in this arc, and three problems would be addressed. Gray will no longer have a reason to despise Natsu for being the being that he swore to his father that he would destroy no matter what. And also, Natsu won't become a psychotic demon who could potentially destroy any opponent he sees fit. Then there is of course a third reason, which is that Natsu would no longer be bound by Seraph's fate. Seraph would be able to die without Natsu dying with him. Another thing that of course becomes a possibility, but it's not a problem if anything, it might be what people want. Well, not as much as they want Natsu versus Acnologia, but Natsu might actually clash with his demonic self. Hiro Mashima is very much enjoying to mess with our heads. Chapter after chapter, we have had some crazy shit that nobody expects. So this is right up Hiro's alley. I mean, personally, I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be a very Hiro thing to do. In all honesty, I'd rather see Natsu vs E.N.D than Natsu vs Gray round 2, but Gray vs Natsu round 2 would be pretty sick as well. I mean, if Natsu vs E.N.D happens, I imagine it's going to be Natsu and Gray fighting E.N.D in all honesty, because E.N.D is probably a fucking monster in terms of power that Natsu could in no way beat on his own. A Devil Slayer like Gray would obviously be the best teammate for such a fight, not to mention the obvious of course that Gray promised Silver he'd beat E.N.D, and this is one way he could do that. This would wrap up the Alvarez arc perfectly and leave Acnologia for an arc of his own. Not an Alvarez size arc probably of course, but yeah. Now the big issue with this theory is a big one aside from the removal of the demon seed in the first place, and the problem is that Natsu would lose the one power up he needs to actually like hold his own against Acnologia, because although it isn't confirmed, I dare say it's pretty clear that Natsu is going to be the major player in the fight against Acnologia. Even though I'm also sure that the rest of the Dragon Slaves are going to assist in that fight. Possibly even more people, but Natsu is going to be the ace essentially. Well, anyway, that's all for this video on E.N.D leaving Natsu's body completely. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as always, if you did, please like this video and subscribe if you're new. Bye.